Welcome to the Conspiracy Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. As we delve further into the enigma of underground cities, we find ourselves confronted with an intriguing case, the mythical city of Agartha. This subterranean metropolis, believed by some to be situated at Earth's core, is as captivating as it is controversial, steeped in ancient lore and modern conspiracy theories alike. The concept of Agartha is inseparable from the broader myth of Hollow Earth, the idea that our planet is not solid but rather a series of cavernous spaces, interweaving tunnels and vast hollows. This theory, once seriously entertained by some of the luminaries of the scientific community, such as Edmund Halley of Halley's Comet fame, has since been relegated to the realms of pseudoscience and speculative fiction. Yet it persists, and Agartha remains its most enduring symbol. Thought to be a paradise tucked away from the harsh realities of the surface world, Agartha is often depicted as a utopia of advanced beings living in peace and harmony. These beings, known as the Agarthans, are said to be the custodians of ancient wisdom and technology far beyond our current understanding. Some proponents suggest that the Agarthans are the remnants of lost civilizations, Atlanteans or Lemurians, who sought refuge in the Earth's depths following cataclysmic events. Yet, this is no mere relic of the past. The concept of Agartha continues to inspire and intrigue. It has spawned countless books, movies, and video games, and has become a staple of conspiracy theories and speculative fiction. From Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth to modern-day accounts of secret government expeditions, Agartha has proven a fertile ground for the imagination. But what evidence exists to support such extraordinary claims? Unsurprisingly, concrete proof is scant. The theory relies heavily on anecdotal accounts, ancient texts, and interpretations of religious and cultural symbolism. One such example is The Smoky God, a book by Willis George Emerson, which tells the purportedly true account of a Norwegian sailor who sailed through an opening at the North Pole and discovered Agartha. The book, however, is widely considered a work of fiction. Yet for all its implausibility, the allure of Agartha is hard to dismiss. It taps into our collective fascination with the unknown, our longing for a lost paradise, and our relentless quest for knowledge and understanding. It beckons us to question the limits of our own perceptual constraints, and to entertain the possibility, however remote, of a world beneath our feet far stranger and more wondrous than we could ever imagine. As our exploration of underground cities continues, it's clear that Agartha offers more than just a fascinating tale. It serves as a mirror, reflecting our deepest hopes, fears, and curiosities. Whether real or imagined, Agartha compels us to look beyond the surface and into the depths, where the line between fact and fiction is blurred, and reality is as layered and complex as the Earth itself. The origins of the Agartha theory can be traced back to ancient religious texts and cultural folklore. In Hindu tradition, there is mention of a subterranean realm known as Patala, described as a series of 7 underworlds, each more splendid and opulent than the last. Similarly, in Buddhist texts, there are references to a hidden underground paradise called Shambhala, a pure land where enlightened beings reside. In Western culture, the idea of an underworld has also held sway. From the ancient Greeks with their tales of Hades and the underworld, to the Christian doctrine of hell, there has long been a belief in an underground realm. However, these were often depicted as places of punishment and torment, a stark contrast to the Eastern depictions of grandeur and enlightenment. It was in the 19th century that these diverse cultural threads began to weave together into the modern concept of Agartha. The idea was first popularized by French occultist Alexandre Saint-Yves d'Alvedre in his book Mission de l'Inde en Europe. He claimed to have learned of Agartha from a secretive group of spiritual adepts from the East, known as the Great White Brotherhood. According to Saint-Yves, Agartha was a hidden civilization of enlightened beings who had retreated underground, where they preserved the wisdom and knowledge of the ancients. This narrative was further embellished by subsequent writers and thinkers, blending elements of Eastern and Western mysticism, theosophy, and hollow earth theory. Some, like Ferdinand Ossendowski in his book Beasts, Men, and Gods, claimed that Agartha was not merely a physical location, but a spiritual realm, accessible only to those of pure heart and mind. Others, like Richard Shaver, suggested that Agartha was inhabited by a race of harmful entities, known as Deros, who manipulated humanity from their subterranean hideout. As the 20th century progressed, the idea of Agartha seeped into the wider cultural consciousness, fueled by the era's fascination with exploration and the unknown. Polar expeditions were undertaken in search of the purported entrances to this underground world, and despite their failure to uncover tangible evidence, the allure of Agartha persisted. It's worth noting that the concept of Agartha and underground cities more broadly is deeply entwined with political and cultural contexts of the time. The late 19th and early 20th centuries were periods of tremendous change and upheaval. Industrialization was reshaping societies, traditional religious beliefs were being challenged, and the boundaries of the known world were rapidly expanding. In this climate of uncertainty and transformation, the idea of a hidden ancient civilization that had successfully navigated such challenges held a potent appeal. Agartha, then, can be seen not just as a physical location, but as a symbol. It embodies a yearning for lost wisdom, for stability in the face of change, and for a sense of connection to our distant past. It is a place where the mysteries of the universe are known, where humanity lives in harmony with nature, and where the trials and tribulations of the surface world are left far behind. Despite its elusiveness, or perhaps because of it, the allure of Agartha endures, a testament to the enduring human capacity for wonder and the ceaseless search for understanding. The theory of Agartha and its development can be attributed to a number of key figures and events. It's a narrative that has been shaped by scholars, explorers, and dreamers alike. The roots of Agartha can be traced back to ancient Buddhist texts and the writings of French occultist Alexandre Saint-Yves d'Alvedre. Saint-Yves d'Alvedre, in his book Mission of India in Europe, described Agartha as a subterranean realm, inhabited by an advanced civilization. He claimed that he had received this information through spiritual telepathy from the Brahmins of India. His writings significantly influenced the Western perception of Agartha, establishing it as a place of enlightenment and advanced knowledge. In the early 20th century, the Russian explorer Ferdinand Ossendowski added to the lore of Agartha in his book Beasts, Men, and Gods. He presented the theory that Agartha was not only a physical realm, but a spiritual one, accessible only to the pure of heart. Ossendowski claimed to have heard stories of this underground kingdom during his travels across Mongolia and Tibet. His accounts further solidified the mystical image of Agartha. The idea of Agartha was given a sinister twist by Richard Shaver, an American writer and artist. In his writings, he suggested that Agartha was inhabited by malevolent entities known as Deros, who manipulated humanity from beneath the Earth's surface. Shaver's theories, published in the pulp magazine Amazing Stories, sparked what came to be known as the Shaver Mystery, a controversy that drew considerable attention to the concept of Agartha. Agartha also became a fixture in the narratives of the Hollow Earth theory. Proponents of this theory, like John Cleves Sims, Jr., an American Army officer and lecturer, proposed that the Earth was not solid but hollow, with entrances at the poles leading to subterranean worlds. Sims even petitioned the United States government for an expedition to the North Pole to prove his theory, thereby indirectly promoting the idea of Agartha. These individuals, with their different perspectives and motivations, played key roles in shaping the theory of Agartha. Their stories, whether based on spiritual insights, travel accounts, imaginative writings, or speculative science, contributed to the multifaceted and enduring nature of the Agartha legend. The development of the Agartha mythos was also influenced by larger historical and cultural events. The discovery of new lands, the advancements in science and technology, the upheavals caused by industrialization, and the shifting societal norms all played a part in the evolution of the Agartha narrative. These contextual factors allowed the concept of Agartha to transcend its origins as a mystical kingdom and become a symbol of the unknown, the unexplored, and the yearning for a more enlightened existence. While the concept of Agartha has fascinated and intrigued for centuries, it remains a realm of mythology and legend due to the lack of concrete evidence. However, there are compelling accounts and theories that have fueled its continued existence in the annals of the strange and unexplained. Consider the case of Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a highly decorated officer in the United States Navy, widely regarded as one of the greatest polar explorers of the 20th century. In his personal diary, Byrd allegedly described a journey into the Earth's interior, where he was greeted by beings from an advanced civilization. His detailed entries spoke of lush green landscapes and a temperate climate, a stark contrast to the harsh polar conditions one would expect. While many dismissed his diary as either a forgery or the product of a mind under extreme duress, it nevertheless added a tantalizing layer to the Agartha narrative, one that has been embraced by believers in the hollow earth theory. It is essential to note, however, that mainstream academia does not consider the diary as credible evidence. Shifting our attention to the East, Buddhist traditions speak of Shambhala, a hidden kingdom often associated with Agartha. Ancient texts describe Shambhala as a place of peace, prosperity, and spiritual advancement, located deep within the earth. However, scholars have largely interpreted Shambhala as a spiritual metaphor rather than a physical place. In a similar vein, the Brazilian spiritual leader Tia Neva established the Valley of the Dawn, a religious community that pays homage to the inhabitants of Agartha. Neva claimed to have had contact with extraterrestrial beings from Agartha and believed her spiritual teachings were directly influenced by them. While these accounts lend a mystical allure to the Agartha legend, they also underscore the lack of empirical evidence. Instead, the Agartha narrative is built on personal experiences, spiritual beliefs, and cultural traditions, all of which provide fertile ground for interpretations and speculations, but fall short of offering definitive proof of Agartha's existence. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of Agartha is not the elusive city itself, but the human desire to believe in its existence.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
The enduring allure of Agartha speaks to our collective longing for hidden realms, for extraordinary discoveries, and for a utopian society that represents the pinnacle of human potential. These yearnings, as much as any ancient text or explorer's diary, have ensured that the legend of Agartha continues to captivate our imaginations. Turning to scientific evidence, the concept of Agartha potentially existing within the Earth's core is challenging. The Earth's interior, as we understand from seismic data, is comprised of distinct layers. The crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core, each with distinct physical properties and characteristics, present a formidable barrier to the existence of a habitable subterranean civilization as depicted in the Agartha legend. The Earth's core, for instance, reaches temperatures exceeding 5,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the Sun. Pressures, too, are beyond human survivability, reaching 3.5 million times atmospheric pressure. These conditions are believed to exist due to the intense gravitational compression and the decay of radioactive elements within the Earth's core. There are also geological implications to consider. The movement of tectonic plates, the cause of earthquakes and volcanic activity, is another factor that appears to contradict the existence of large, stable, subterranean habitable zones. Beneath the Earth's crust are layers of flowing, semi-molten rock. The immense pressure and temperatures would make any large hollow spaces untenable. In terms of biological feasibility, an underground civilization would face significant challenges, particularly regarding sustenance and light. Photosynthesis, the process by which most life on Earth derives energy, requires sunlight. Without access to the sun's rays, an underground civilization would need a different, as yet unknown, energy source. However, it's worth mentioning that life has been found deep within the Earth's crust, in what's known as the deep biosphere. Microorganisms, adapted to survive in extreme conditions of heat and pressure, exist in these regions. But it's a far cry from the complex advanced civilization described in Agartha legends. Furthermore, no direct archaeological or anthropological evidence has been found to support the existence of Agartha or a similar subterranean civilization. Proponents argue that the lack of evidence is due to the secretive nature of Agartha's inhabitants or the inaccessibility of their city. However, these arguments are largely speculative and cannot be substantiated without tangible empirical evidence. In summary, while the Agartha legend is fascinating, it faces significant challenges when scrutinized through the lens of modern science. The conditions required for a civilization to thrive underground, as portrayed in the Agartha narrative, are not supported by our current understanding of the Earth's interior and the physical, geological, and biological constraints. Although the allure of Agartha continues to captivate, it remains for now firmly within the realm of speculation and myth. While the idea of Agartha is fascinating, many critics and skeptics argue that the tale is more fiction than fact. They point to the lack of scientific evidence and the implausibility of such an underground civilization given our current understanding of the planet's geology, biology, and physics. Among the critics is Dr. Sandra Patterson, a geologist from the University of Cambridge, who argues that the Earth's crust, where Agartha is believed to exist, is a dynamic, ever-shifting layer. She explains that the constant movement of tectonic plates, coupled with the intense heat and pressure, would not allow for the construction or maintenance of a vast underground city. Patterson's argument is echoed by many in the scientific community who maintain that the Earth's crust is simply too volatile and hostile for such a civilization to exist. In the realm of anthropology, critics also point to the lack of physical evidence. Dr. Marcus Chen, an anthropologist at the Smithsonian Institution, states that despite extensive archaeological excavations and studies conducted worldwide, no artifacts, remnants, or signs of an advanced subterranean civilization have been discovered. The absence of material culture, he argues, significantly undermines the existence of Agartha. Critics also question the biological feasibility of an underground civilization. They remind us that life as we understand it is largely dependent on the sun for energy. In the absence of sunlight, photosynthesis cannot occur, making it unlikely for complex life forms to survive, let alone thrive, in such an environment. While extremophiles, organisms that can survive in extreme conditions, do exist, they are typically single-celled organisms, not complex beings as the legends of Agartha propose.
Most people would rather remove a nest of irate hornets than search for auto and home insurance. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. I think I'll wait inside.
Skeptics also point out the convenient nature of Agartha's inaccessibility. The idea that this underground city has remained hidden due to the secretive nature of its inhabitants or its inaccessibility raises red flags for many. Critics argue that this is a convenient narrative used to explain away the lack of empirical evidence, allowing the myth of Agartha to persist despite scientific challenges. In the realm of psychology, some experts suggest that the allure of Agartha and similar myths might stem from a deeply rooted human fascination with the unknown and the allure of hidden civilizations. It's a tantalizing concept to believe in a world beneath our feet, untouched by the chaos and conflicts of the surface world. Yet without concrete evidence, these tales remain lodged in the realm of science fiction and fantasy. In conclusion, while the legend of Agartha captivates imaginations, many experts in fields ranging from geology to anthropology remain skeptical. The lack of empirical evidence, combined with the scientific implausibility of such a city, leads many to dismiss Agartha as a myth, an intriguing tale woven from the threads of human curiosity and fascination with the unknown. This skepticism and dismissal, however, do not diminish the cultural and societal implications of the legend of Agartha. Despite its probable mythological status, the concept of an underground civilization has inspired a myriad of creative works and spiritual beliefs, profoundly shaping human thought and culture. In literature, the idea of subterranean worlds has been a recurring theme. Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, for instance, takes readers on a thrilling adventure to an underground world, echoing elements of the Agartha legend. Similarly, the city of Moria in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogy, an immense underground complex inhabited by a sophisticated civilization, bears striking resemblances to the descriptions of Agartha. These works, and countless others, reflect how the legend has fired the human imagination, offering a rich tapestry for creative exploration. In the realm of spirituality, the concept of Agartha has found a significant place. It has been integrated into numerous metaphysical and esoteric beliefs worldwide. In these contexts, Agartha often symbolizes a spiritual goal or state of enlightenment, representing an ideal society that humanity could aspire to. Theosophists, for example, have embraced Agartha as a spiritual center of the world, a realm of higher consciousness and wisdom. Furthermore, the legend of Agartha has contributed to shaping societal views on science and exploration. The persistent search for Agartha, despite the lack of empirical evidence, underscores the enduring human longing for discovery and the unknown. It highlights the tension that often exists between scientific skepticism and the romantic allure of exploring uncharted territories. The myth's persistence also sheds light on the human capacity for belief and the power of narrative to shape perceptions. Even in the face of scientific dismissal, the legend persists, demonstrating our collective propensity towards mystery and the extraordinary. In the realm of popular culture, the idea of secret, advanced underground civilizations continues to captivate, spawning countless films, video games, and television series. It's a trope that resonates deeply, offering a blend of adventure, mystery, and the tantalizing prospect of a utopian society free from surface world strife. The Agartha legend, therefore, despite its contested status, has left a profound mark on human culture and thought. Its influence is seen in literature, spirituality, societal perspectives, and popular culture. And though it may never be empirically validated, the concept of Agartha continues to inspire, intrigue, and provoke thought, underscoring the power of myth and narrative in shaping human experience. In the layered world of media, Agartha has found a firm footing. The subterranean city has been a recurring theme in novels, comic books, films, video games, and television series. Each portrayal, while diverse in interpretation, taps into the enduring human fascination with mystery, exploration, and utopian dreams. Consider the 2008 film Journey to the Center of the Earth. This adventure film, based on the 1864 novel by Jules Verne, features a hidden world within Earth's crust echoing the concept of Agartha. The portrayal is brimming with awe-inspiring landscapes, strange creatures, and advanced technology, elements often associated with the Agartha myth. In the realm of video games, Agartha is often depicted as a mysterious hidden realm or a significant location for quests. For instance, in The Secret World, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, the city of Agartha is depicted as an underground network of portals, a hub connecting different parts of the world, reinforcing its mythical reputation as a nexus of ancient knowledge and power. Comic books, too, have embraced the legend. The War That Time Forgot, a comic series by DC Comics, introduces Skartaris, a hidden world within the Earth reminiscent of Agartha, complete with advanced technology and exotic creatures. This depiction continues the narrative of a utopian society advanced beyond our understanding, hidden from the surface world's eyes. Even in anime, the concept of Agartha has not been left untouched. The 2013 film Children Who Chase Lost Voices, directed by Makoto Shinkai, features Agartha as the underworld. This narrative uses the myth as a backdrop for exploration of themes such as the human condition, loss, and the relentless pursuit of the unknown. In television, the Agartha myth has often been woven into plot lines to enhance the aura of mystery and intrigue. Take the case of the sci-fi series Sanctuary, where the city of Hollow Earth bears a striking resemblance to the concept of Agartha, complete with an advanced race of beings harboring ancient secrets. The diverse representations of Agartha across media platforms reflect its enduring appeal and the creative mileage it offers. These depictions often oscillate between the mystic and the scientific, the utopian and the dystopian. They explore the tension between the known and the unknown, the tangible and the imagined, the empirical and the mystical. The portrayals of Agartha, therefore, serve as mirrors, reflecting and amplifying our collective fascination with mystery, our yearning for utopias, and our enduring desire to push the boundaries of knowledge and experience. As we delve further into the realm of the unorthodox, one finds an intriguing intersection between the Agartha myth and the theory of Hollow Earth. While the idea of a subterranean world has been dismissed by mainstream science as mere fantasy, there exists a small but persistent group of theorists who fervently believe in the existence of Hollow Earth, and by extension, cities like Agartha. The Hollow Earth theory postulates that our planet is not a solid sphere, but contains a substantial interior space. Proponents of this theory imagine an inverted cosmos within the Earth, complete with its own sun and inhabited by advanced civilizations. This theory, in its various iterations, dates back to ancient civilizations, including the Greeks who believed in a subterranean land called Hades. In the 19th century, the theory gained considerable traction with the publication of Simsonia, A Voyage of Discovery, by a pseudonymous Captain Adam Seaborn. The book, often considered a thinly veiled allegory, detailed a journey to the Earth's interior, depicting an advanced utopian society. Many believe that this society was a representation of Agartha. In the 20th century, the theory found one of its most vocal advocates in Richard Shaver, a writer and artist. Shaver claimed to have discovered a language called Mantong, the original language of a superior prehistoric race. According to Shaver, these superior beings fled the Earth's surface to live underground, creating cities like Agartha, while the less intelligent remained on the surface, becoming modern humans. Shaver's wild claims were initially dismissed, but they gained considerable attention when his story, I Remember Lemuria, was published in a popular science fiction magazine. In the realm of paranormal research, the Agartha myth has been linked to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle, the infamous region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, associated with a high number of disappearances of aircraft and ships. Some fringe theorists argue that the triangle is one of the entrances to Agartha, and the unexplained disappearances are due to these vessels unwittingly entering this subterranean world. While these theories and interpretations may seem outlandish, they represent a fascinating aspect of human curiosity and imagination. They embody our innate desire to explore the unexplored, to seek answers to the seemingly unanswerable. The enduring allure of Agartha, whether as a utopian paradise, a nexus of ancient wisdom, or an underground city, is a testament to the power of myth and the unending quest for understanding that defines our species. The enduring influence of myths like Agartha is a testament to the profound and complex relationship humanity has with the unknown. Throughout history, these stories have served as an expression of our collective curiosity, our unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and our ceaseless exploration of the outer and inner realms of existence. The story of Agartha is a perfect illustration of this. It is more than just a tale of a hidden subterranean city. It is a reflection of our fascination with the unseen, our yearning for utopia, and our quest for a greater understanding of our place in the universe. It's a narrative that links us to our ancestors, who also grappled with these same questions, and it affirms our continuing quest to define and redefine our perceptions of reality. The concept of Agartha, the city beneath the earth, serves as a metaphor for the hidden depths of our own potential, the undiscovered territories of human understanding. It echoes the premise that there are aspects of reality that lie beyond the reach of our immediate perception, waiting to be unveiled in due time. This legend, like many others, presents a paradox. On one hand, it is an escape, a fantastical realm that offers refuge from the harsh realities of the world. On the other hand, it is a mirror reflecting our hopes, fears, and aspirations. It reminds us of the dual nature of our existence, balanced between the concrete and the abstract, the known and the unknown, the visible and the invisible. The legacy of Agartha and similar myths is not just in the tales themselves, but in the dialogue they provoke, the ideas they inspire, and the questions they pose. They challenge us to expand our understanding of the world and to embrace the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our everyday reality. Whether Agartha exists or not, the power of its myth is indisputable. It invites us to imagine, to question, to explore the boundaries of our understanding. And in doing so, it not only reinforces our pursuit of knowledge, but also underscores the importance of imagination in that pursuit. In the end, the myth of Agartha, with its subterranean cities and superior beings, is more than a captivating story. It is a symbol of human curiosity, a monument to our relentless quest for knowledge, and a testament to the power of myth in shaping our understanding of the world. In this journey through the layers of myth, history, and speculation surrounding Agartha, we've delved into the depths of human curiosity and emerged with a renewed appreciation for the power of stories and the enduring allure of the unknown. Because as long as there are mysteries to unravel and frontiers to explore, there will be stories like Agartha, illuminating the path and stoking the fires of our collective imagination. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of the Conspiracy Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Conspiracy Podcast on Patreon. Subscribe now.